Hello besties, beautiful people. My name is Taiwo and you're welcome back to my channel. Today Easy Sewing with Ty. So today we'll be learning how to cut a low asymmetric waist bustier with back loop bodice, and I'll be sharing a few sewing tips. So special shout out to all returning subscribers. Thank you for always coming back to watch and engage my videos. I appreciate you all. And if today is your first time of joining us, you're welcome. I can assure you that you will love it here. And if today is not your first time but you're here to subscribe, today is that day, okay? Please subscribe, put on the notification bell, like my videos, comment, share, help my channel to grow. Thank you. And if you are interested in knowing how I made this ruched tulle sleeve and how I was able to cut the lower part of this gown, which is the mermaid part, then check the description box. The link to the videos will be there. So let's get started.
Here is the start point. Here is the center front. Here is the side front. Here is the side back. Here is the center back. Here's the center back. The first vertical measurement we're putting down is the armhole line and 6.5. I'll go ahead and measure all of that across. The next measurement to put here is the bust point measurement. The bust point measurement that we're working with is 10.5. After which I'll be putting in the under bust measurement. The under bust measurement that we're working with is 30.5. That is for the front only. That is for the front only. Next thing to put now is the half length. That's the neck show, the true waist. If you want to know what I mean by the true waist, then check out my video on how to take accurate body measurement. The full length that we're working with here is 17. So I'll go ahead and measure that. Again, for the front only, because the front half length and the back half length is usually different. Again, if you want to know what I mean by that, check my video on how to take accurate body measurement and how to draft a basic bodice. Then you will understand what I'm saying. So the back half length that we're working with today is 15. Here is the armhole line. I'll just be putting AL. Here is the bust point BP. Here is the under bust for the front only. Here is the waistline for the back, and here is the waistline for the front. Don't worry about these two sides, they will still match up at the end of the day.
So the next thing I'll be doing now is to draft the armhole for both the front and the back. So I have explained in detail how to draft a proper armhole quite a number of times on this channel already. But if you still want to know how I went about this, just check my video on how to draft a basic bodice. Then you'll totally understand what I'm doing here.
Now that I'm done doing that, I will put in the bust span measurement. The bust span measurement. So the bust span measurement that I'm working with is 7. That will be 3.5. 3.5. Starting from the bust point. I'll connect it that way. From here, I'll go ahead and measure out 1/2 inch, and here 1.5 inch. I'll do the same thing on the waistline. 1.5 here, and here 1 inch. So if you are working with the bust 40 and above thereabout, you can use 2. So go ahead and connect it like that. I'll do the same here, and I'll connect it. Now I'll be coming down by 5 inch. I'm coming down by 5 inch. And I would connect it to this line this way. And I'll be coming down by 6 inch, and I'll be connecting it to this line also, but this time around I will extend the line outwards that way. And then I will just shape this out this way. Once that is done, I'll put in the rest of my horizontal measurement. So for the bust now, I'll have to retake it because the whole of this place would be cut out. So I have to retake the measurement so as not to have an incorrect measurement. So from here, I have 5 here. I'll go ahead and move the tape measure to the other line, and we take the bust measurement. I'll do the same thing on the bust point also. Then from the waist, I'll go ahead and take the waist measurement also. 3. That's 32. And I'll go ahead and connect it. Then from the under bust, from the bust point here, I'll come down by the difference between the front waistline and the back waistline, which is 2, and the back half length, which is 2, this way, and I'll just connect it to the bust point here. So here is the bust. Here is the bust that has been taken off. So for the upper part now, I want to cut out the yoke now. I want to cut out the yoke. So I'll go ahead and put in 3.5 here. Just make a dotted line like that. And determine the neckline, the cleavage that I want, how open I want the chest line to be. So I'll come down by 7.5 here. I'll come down by 5.5 here. Then I'll connect it that way, like this and this way. So this is the yoke. On this yoke now, I will be drafting out the neckline. To cut out the neckline now, I'll connect this 3.5 line mark. Then from here, on this over bust, I'll come in by 1/2 inch here. And from the back, I'll go out by 1/2 inch. So I'll connect it that way. So I want it slanted a little. So here is my actual yoke. Here is my actual yoke. I'll be cutting out all these parts, all this area, I'll be cutting it out. So now I would connect it to this line, the slanted area. Here is my new yoke. Here is the new yoke. So I'll go up by 1/2 inch at the shoulder for joining and connect it also.
Now that I'm done with that, I will move to the back pattern before coming back to finish off the front pattern.
So now it's time to draft the back. So for the back now, I'll go ahead and draft out the dart line for the back. From the bust point, I'll come down by 1 inch. And from the center back, I'll go in by the bust span, which is 3.5. I'll connect it that way. And on the waistline, I'll go out and by 1/2 inch on both sides and connect it. And connect it that way. The back is going to have a loop. The back will be looped. It won't have a zipper at the back. So now it's up to you to determine how open or wide you want the back loop to be. How open or wide you want the back loop to be. So mine, I want it to be 2 inches wide at the upper part here, and 1.5 inch wide at the waist. So I'll go ahead and connect it. I'll come in like that. From the center back, I did not add zipper allowance to it, so this is how it is going to be. This is where the loop will be. Know now that this is up and this is on fold, so when it is open, we'll have 4 here and we'll have 3 here. It will be 4 inches wide here and it will be 3 inches wide here.
So the next thing to do before moving to the yoke is to put in the waist measurement over there and connect it to the bust measurement that was already imputed when drafting the back armhole. So I actually could not find the video where I did that, so make sure to do that before moving to the yoke.
So the next thing now to do is to determine how you want the yoke. The next thing to do now is to cut out the yoke. So I'll be coming down by 2 inch, using the same width here of 4. Go ahead and measure it that way and just connect it. Then connect the shoulder slant. Add 1/2 inch for joining. Add 1/2 inch for joining. And the next thing to do is I'll come down by 2.5 inch here. I'll come down by 2.5 inch there. Then I'll go in by 4 inch here, and I'll just connect it. I'll connect it like that. So this is the yoke for the back. That's the yoke for the back. Here will be exposed, it will be opened. You can do any yoke design that you want. You can go ahead and cut it out this way. You can go ahead and do anything, but this is how I want it to be. Now you will notice that the front waistline was extended. It was not at the normal waistline. So I will just go ahead and extend it by 5 inch. I'll extend it by 5 inch. We call this waist extension. So I'll go ahead and cut it out now. Double this size so we can cut out the design for this part. So now this is the back, this is the yoke, this is it, and here will be replaced with the look. So now we are done with the back. Now it's time to complete the front. Now to alter the front waistline, now I'll go ahead and extend this line this way. I've doubled it. I can see my markings here at the back. I'll just go ahead and trace it out, especially the dart line. I'll just go ahead and trace it out. And now I will open it up this way. So remember, this is the waistline, and this is just the extension. To achieve the type of design that I want to achieve, so this is what I'll be doing. This is the center. This is the bow span. So I'll come out by 1 inch. I'll come out by 1 inch there about. And I will connect it like this. I'll connect it like this. So this is just a little bit different from the usual basque alteration that we know to be, that will stop at the center. Yeah, this one is stopping at the center, and I will go ahead and do this also. I'll go ahead and do this also. I've successfully altered the waistline that way. Or you can connect it and make it just to match up with this line here. This is fine also. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. Remember, this is the waistline. This is the waistline. So this is the actual part that I made. Now that we have traced out the waistline how we want it to be, now it's time to just cut it out. So I'll fold it this way. You can see that that line that I drafted match up like this. I'll go ahead and cut it out. Now it's time to fold the bust dart.
So because the two sides is different, before closing off the bust dart there, I'll go ahead and place it on the other side this way and just mark out the length, so that by the time I'm done closing the bust dart, I can still use this pattern to alter the other side also, since I do not have the bust dart marking on that other pattern.
So that was why I hold this, and I'll cut it out from here also. Here we have it. Here it is also.
So I noticed that when I marked it up, there was shortage, and that is because I did not fold in the dart leg before joining out the lines for the waistline. So if you do not want to experience this, just go ahead and fold in the dart leg just like we did to the bust dart before joining out the line. But if you have done this, it is fine.
All you have to do is to put an extra paper underneath this like this. Just put an extra paper underneath this like this, and we draw another line connecting it to this side. Do the same for this side also, and you are good to go. So I've added extra paper underneath the sides. I'll just go ahead and reconnect it. From the waistline, from the side waistline this way, and also here this way. And cut it out. So that is it.
Now, since the waistline of the upper bodice has been altered, you also need to alter the waistline of the skirt part also if you are making it as a gown. So, and here is one way to go about it. You can place your pattern on your skirt this way and cut it out. So here is the few sewing tips. Interface your fabric properly, especially if you are working with velvet like I did. Then I added boning. I drew out my style line, added boning, and I also used a bra cup in place of a wadding. I used the bra cup. Now we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying to the end. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment for me. Please share this video with as many people as possible, and you can also connect with me on my Instagram page at tyke_tyke till I come your way in my next video. Bye.